coaching situation. People were calling for Kyle's head around week 4, week 5, and I wasn't one of those people because I know he just signed a contract extension.
Right.
However, I know how coaching works, which means that if your offense isn't doing very good, there's going to be some turnover. Mm-hmm. So if you're a coach and you're coaching and your offense isn't doing so good, you better start getting those resumes out there and reaching into those contacts. So a lot of these people who left, they were going to be leaving anyway because there's a chance they could have gotten fired. As you saw with the quote unquote was the demotion of their tight ends coach, and then they wanted to cut his salary. Again, that was one of those things where they're literally like saying, okay, Kyle Shanahan, his seat probably got a little bit warm to the point where he had to make some coaching changes or was going to have to. And I think that's kind of what led to the offensive coaching exodus. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything about Trey Lance. I don't think there's anything about Garoppolo. I really don't. And in the whole racism, colorist bullshit that's going on, it's just that. It really is. For people to say it's because of the color of his skin, no, they're wrong. It's the color of Garoppolo's grip on the locker room. And your dad said it. I love your dad. Your dad was like, look, Garoppolo's got to go. Cut him. He's right. He's seen it happen before. Yeah. That's what happens in the locker room. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that Shanahan has that overall grip that people think he has. I think that he has basically kind of like a tribunal of team players that he goes to get a feel for the locker room. And he kind of goes with the momentum of the locker room. Now on game day, when he's like got the headset and he's calling plays, I think that's different. But trust me, in this particular league right now, if you know you don't have a place to go on a team offensively, and you can make more money coaching in college, which is typically the case, and have better security, then you're going to go coach for a college team and try to move laterally so that you can move up. The McDaniels hire is just that. Even people threw race around that one. It's just, I don't care if the guy looks like, can he coach? Can he play? And with Trey, I think he's smarter than Garoppolo. He's bigger. He's stronger. He just has to get more experience. But you don't want him running for his life. I don't want him running for his life, and I don't want him running for his yardage. I don't want him taking tacklers on. I don't want him running 16 times a game. I want him to take free yards, run out of bounds, slide. That's what I want, because I want the kid to be able to play for decades, because they got a good one. They do. Upstairs, he has everything upstairs that you want in a professional quarterback. Super intelligent, super smart. And he has the best privilege of all, and that's parental privilege. Being prepared to be the best since he was a young child, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and going to bed at 8 o'clock at night until he was a junior in high school. And players like him, players like Cooper Kupp, what makes them great is the parents that put 100% into them. And that is what's awesome. And I'll give you my last example, and I'll let you go. I got twin girls. Guess what time they get up every morning? 5 a.m. It's time to go to bed, 7:45. And they're in one of the top 5 schools in the country that you have to test to get into.
Wow.
So, making a long story short, let's get behind Trey Lance. Let's get behind the 49ers. Let's stop trying to polarize ourselves. And let's stop trying to polarize Grant, because your take wasn't short-sighted. It makes sense. It really does make sense. If I could get a number 1 pick for George Kittle, I'd have to pause. I definitely would have to think about it. I don't think that's coming, but I would pause for sure. But I don't think that I would be actively shopping him, because at this point he means too much to the locker room, and he means too much to a young quarterback coming in that needs an outlet. And Kittle, he draws attention from defenses. He just does. Doubles, triples, all that stuff. So I think, like I say, I get it. And I would pause for a first-round pick. But, there you go, Grant.
Thanks, Papa.
Look, man, thanks again to you. Just a lot of respect for you. Your dad. Unfortunately, the earth doesn't stop spinning, but you guys just keep on living, man, and be positive, and don't keep nothing in. Just keep talking. And you guys will get through it.
All right, man. I'll see you around.